Roger, ma c'hai una direttiva? Ma c'hai anche una stufetta?
Ordinare di Marsala con la tua bella direttiva, tutto a posto qua. Ciao Raimondo, stazione Giramondo, stazione Terremoto in Nord Italia ti salutato, KK.
KK, complimenti alla stazione, fa paura. Ciao amicone di Marsala, ciao Raimondo Giramondo.
Stazione Terremoto, provincia Cuneo ti saluta, cambio.
Ciao Fofo, ben ascoltato.
Stazione Terremoto, provincia Cuneo qua, campo.
Marco benestante, ascolti Loris Radio Trucciolo in Nord Italia, provincia di Firenze, cambio.
Avanti, binario 40.
Stante coordinate di Catania, bellissimo riascoltato.
Saturno, attento Saturno, scendi Trucciolo a Nord Italia, Saturno.
Stazione Terremoto, provincia Cuneo, te saluta, campo.
Giuseppe Fabravo, sei tu? Buonasera, Giuseppe. Avanti Giuseppe, senti Trucciolo qua, provincia di Firenze, Nord Italia qua. Avanti Giuseppe, cambio.
Buona serata e ci si risente. Ti saluta, passo.
Saturno da Agrigento, se tu senti Vittorio Balboa nelle terre di Reggio Emilia. Saturno, ascolti Vittorio Balboa, cambio.
Attenzione, canale 45, canale 45. Propagandieri centro, nord, sud Italia, dico ripeto, canale 45.
Coordinate Nord Italia, provincia di Reggio Emilia, cambio. Avanti, canale 45.
Saturno e Agrigento, buona serata e buon tutto, che vado a mangiare, che scendo, vado a mangiare, ciao Saturno.
Radio Sigola, senza Marco.
Attenzione, canale 5, sud Sicilia, ascoltate Pipistrello, provincia di Arezzo, cambio. Ciao Vito, a malincuore ti devo salutare qua, che mi è suonato il timer, capito? Buona serata, un abbraccio, è sempre immenso piacere Vito. Fai buona serata a te rispettivo QRH, la riascolti.
Attenzione, binario 45, sentite Radio Sigola che Vito, buonasera, cambio.
Marcuccio Radio benestante, Marcuccio Radio benestante. 273.
E ce la riascoltiamo, stazione terremoto, provincia Cuneo ti saluta, cambio. Dove sono tutti i grandi masturbatori di Antini? Dove sono? Avanti, sono tutti. Sentite e ascoltate questa radio sigola che modula. Benestante, coordinate centro Canale, ascolti tu. Canale 45, sentite espresso 400 passo. Ciao Gambarusso Marco, stazione benestante, ho capito che siete nella pausa notturna nella mia bella cittadina catanese. Buona queste grega di riposo, fortissimi abbracci, ce la riascoltiamo, benestante. Turillo, stazione terremoto, provincia Cuneo ti saluta, campo. Dove sta Marco benestante, Turi? Ciao Luca! Ciao Mario! Buonasera pure per te, ti ho seguito Mario Luca e ben riascoltato, Desiderio! In provincia di Cuneo, Turillo Terremoto ti saluta, Luchino, capo.
Doveva esserci che Francesco Siciliano in giro, cioè?
Si chiama Baffo d'Oro. Maurizio, sei tu? Ma chi è eso? Luchino, cosa ti devo dire? Questo passaggio tutto sul 9+30 qua, la figura lo fate veramente bella, tutto rocere. Ciao Mario Luca, come ho detto l'amico Vito Banzela, ogni tanto scendiamo questa vecchia carcassa nella speranza che ora ci accompagna qua, il dico. Ciao Luca, fortissimi abbracci a te, rispettivo pure a familiare, ce la riascoltiamo. Saluta, Desiderio, cambio. Non ho capito bene perché qua e qualcuno pure in propagazione che ci copre, capito? Ho detto.
Giulio! C'è il mio amico Giulio, dove è andato Giulio?
Marcolino, la radio benestante, campa. Marcuzzo benestante, Sandy Rufano a Torino, Marcuzzo, culacchi da muerto, capta. Segretaria mi aumenta Santiago in mezzo di QRM, non ti riesco a capire bene, capito? Parla un attimo che sta col tutto così poi. Non vero, ti saluto, ti abbraccio, anche se virtualmente. Messo piacere, anche tu la figura la fai veramente, ma veramente bella, tutto il bisogno nella mia antenna di alto gradimento, che dico ti amo, Luchino, Guambare Turillo, ti salutato, modulato, io cordiale stato, fratello, campo campo, chi è me?
Ho capito che sei in direzione corta di Salerno, hai superato Frosinone, capito?
Prego.
Canale 45 che fa chiamata, cambio.
Sì, che c'è qualcuno nel 45, ciao Piero.
Hotel Lima Mike, Hotel Bravo 9, Hotel Lima Mike, Hotel Bravo 9, Hotel Lima Mike.
Thank you very much, 7-3 and good DX. QRZ, Hotel Alpha 8, Fox, Mexico.
Uniform 1, Quebec, Delta, Delta.
Are you on QDD?
With a special permission, it wasn't normal in Germany. It was a special exception I got.
And we were driving to the
Ricardo, mi nombre es Ricardo. QSL José, Eco Alfa 7, Radio Foxtro, LU1 Foxtro, India Víctor. Adelante, José.
Ricardo, perfecto. Tu transmisión, 5-8 para 9.
5 de 9.
Maravillosa producción. Ricardo. Lima Universidad 1, Francia, India, Víctor. Efectivamente, mi nombre es José, estoy muy cerquita de Sevilla, 15 kilómetros al oeste de Sevilla. Este es un pueblo dormitorio. Y transmitiéndote con 100 vatios, bueno, lo que da un viejo equipo Tango Sierra 140 Sierra. Y una antena de 3 elementos para 3 bandas, la TH3MK3, también muy antigua. El cambio es para ti. Lima Universidad 1, Francia, India, Víctor, Eco Alfa 7, Radio Francia.
Perfecto, José. Perfecto. Eco Alfa 7, Radio Francia, LU1 Foxtro, India Víctor. 100% escuchado, entendido ahí al Kenwood 140, a la antena, todo. Yo también estoy con un Kenwood, es un 590 y estoy con un pequeño amplificador con más o menos unos 350 vatios, unos 350 watts de potencia. Y la antena, José, es una direccional de 3 elementos apuntando allá al viejo mundo. Pues José, la verdad que un placer haberte escuchado. Acá estamos con un día fantástico, un día espectacular con 26, 27 grados. Hemos tenido lluvias hace unos días, pero bueno, veníamos de una sequía muy importante. Hacía como 6 meses que no llovía.
you know, you're flying with that rotten weather, and you're flying low, and you're flying unsafe, and you're flying off the records, you're flying off legality, and you feel safe. I said, this is full bullshit what you're doing. You get your IFR ticket and fly safe. Yeah, that's true. Oh, I remember the Apache. That was a beast. Oh yeah, I also had a rating on the Apache, and that should have never been constructed, that thing. Yeah, it had single engine performance, but the Apache was not made to fly. A lot of them crashed anyway. When they went single engine, they didn't survive. Yeah, performance, power. Oh man, yeah. Well, I get to the Piper Seneca. We had a Seminole, which is not a twin engine too, and we had a Piper Seneca on that little airport where I was working on the tower. But I did all my sightseeing tours to the Swiss Alps. I always did them twin engine. I made the people believe that, you know, we're going to the mountains, and of course I needed to build up twin engine hours. That was the only reason. The other guy had only single engine piston, and they did the same tours, but I did them twin engine. And I built up a lot of hours twin engine, and that helped me to go in commercial. Yes, I also did fly the Navajo, but the disadvantage was non-pressurized. Yeah, I did fly a couple of 100 hours on that Navajo, but it really was it was way too expensive in charter for not having a pressurization. Yeah, what we did, and that was the big advantage for the Navajo, we did the carving flights. We collected 10 kids, and we did the carving flights up to 12,000 feet for 1 hour at high altitude, and that was the best airplane for that. But for other charter flights, I didn't want to do that. We're riding the same horse. My mom never My mom never got up with me that time, but then when I was captain on Lufthansa, she regretted that, and she always wanted to do, but it was almost impossible to get her on the flight, the duty plan and the planning with her things and with her things to do. We had a little company to run with my father, and the organization to get her duties and my duties done, it never happened. She wasn't all that happy that you went flying, huh?
No, she's up. I wondered when you went to the airport on the weekends and stuff like that. I said, oh yeah, I had a little job there doing things. But then I got nice and above. But then Dad, he come up to me, he says, hey, what are you doing on Saturday? I said, nothing. He says, well, tomorrow I take an afternoon.
That's the story. Actually, my first flight happened on my mother's birthday. That's funny. My first flight when I was 12 years of age was when we were driving by the glider airfield, and I said, oh, this is neat, and I would like to do that, and I was flying RC airplanes, and I was so impressed, and then we stopped by, and one of the teachers then said, well, would you come and fly with me? And I said, oh, yes. Oh, my mother didn't like that we stopped there, and he said, well, he can come and ride, and he let me fly that thing, and I said, wow, did you ever fly? This is not the first time you're sitting in an airplane. He said, well, I'm flying radio control airplanes, and I don't feel it's any different. It's a stick, and it flies like an RC plane, even easier because I can see what I do. And he said, wow. And then we went down and we talked, and he said, well, this boy must be in the club here and learn flying. So the next thing happened. He said, we're going to have a motor glider here, a Falke C, and he said we give him a free ride. Oh, my mother said, oh, must that happen? He said, yes, it must happen. My dad was all excited because he always wanted to have his private pilot license. He couldn't do it because he was so busy. So then what happened is we took the Falke C for 15 minutes, just one traffic pattern, and he was so excited, that instructor. And we were drinking a coffee, and now comes the best part. You know the Fuselage? Okay, that was an old-timer, a Fuselage Storch, and he's very famous, Mr. Meyer. He's probably, maybe you know even the story that Mr. Meyer and the Fuselage Storch, he was flying many air shows in Germany, and he was at the field because 3 weeks later there was a big show, and he was just checking the conditions at that airport, and he got wind of that, what happened all, and he said, hey, boy, you want to come and fly a real airplane? And he took me in the Fuselage Storch. I was 12 years of age, and I got to fly a Fuselage Storch. And I never forget this. With 12 years of age, I was flying around in a Fuselage Storch.
Oh, yeah, they were kind of a funny-looking aircraft. They really had a long landing gear, didn't they? They were quite high off the ground.
Yeah, that's why they called them the Storch. and that was so easy to fly and so smooth. Oh man, it has a long control column. You could move that thing from the left to the right corner, and that thing was rolling slow, and you could fly like with 50 kilometers an hour. It was still up in the air.
Within 300 feet, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and even landing, but with a little wind on the nose, you had the feeling you were standing.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Well, I went solo when I was hours in. I studied hard and I concentrated and I went solo in 6 hours. My instructor was very, very impressed. He was an SRCAS pilot.
So I had pretty much the same starting, the same carrier. That's coincidence, isn't it? We're all small.
Well, you know what? When you really love something, you go after it, and I did. Well, you know, I got to get out of here. It's almost 5 minutes to 2 o'clock in the afternoon here. I'm going to have my daughter and my son-in-law coming over. And this is Thanksgiving in Canada, so they're coming over for dinner. Gosh, you know, I really enjoyed this conversation with you. I truly, honestly have. It's kind of rare that two old reminisce and talk about a few things. You know, that's been wonderful. I've really enjoyed that. The E3 Mike Delta Kilo.
Okay, I did also enjoy it very, very much. Never had a contact either on the radio before. So many parallel things going on, and I miss flying a lot. My ex-wife is flying on the 777 on the Airbuses, and she's also flying short range. She's a flight attendant. When I stopped flying, she started flying again. So what can I tell you? I'm looking after her, and somehow I'm a little bit jealous. But then when I see her studying for their check flights and everything, I say, maybe it's good that's all over. 73 is my friend from DLADX.
Two or three aircraft in my lifetime, and it took me, oh gosh, a good 3, maybe 4 years to get flying out.
Well, still, you know, I live on final approach for Zurich Airport International, 10 miles. That is the descent point where you throw the first stage of flaps 1 or flaps 10, depending on the airplane, and you can hear the flaps going ooh. That's where I live. So when I'm sitting in the garden, each minute there comes an airplane over, and I can count them, and I can hear them, and I can tell by the noise.
Yeah, you get to know them, don't you? Oh no, that's good stuff. Well, again, thank you so much, Mike. So I certainly appreciate it, and I hope you have yourself a wonderful day tomorrow. And I'm getting ready for my daughter and my son-in-law coming over for dinner. 73, all the very best to you, and I hope we get a chance to talk again. The E3 Mike Dave in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. Best of 73.
73, Dave, DLADX. And 8, Y. November 8, Yankee Oscar Alpha. I'm doing okay in the Black Forest, close to the airport of Zurich, about 10 miles away from the airport of Zurich. Over. Okay, I know Schwäbisch Gmünd. Okay, there still is a amateur radio. His name is Ron. I don't know the call sign in Schwäbisch Gmünd. His name is Ron. Okay, not far away. Schwäbisch Gmünd, over. My call is Delta Lima. Number 8, Delta X-ray. Delta Lima 8, Delta X-ray, over. Okay, 60 miles from Lake Erie. Roger, roger. I did live in Springfield, Illinois. I had 3 years in Springfield, Illinois, and the stateside call is KB9FIG, over. Okay, I'm 63. I'm 63 and retired from the airline business, over. That's funny. Okay, but there's always an airplane back, you know? There's always an airplane back for a visit, over. Well, that shouldn't be a problem, over. Okay, well, the signals are taking a dive. Well, it's a shame. It's a shame that that they treat you that way after being in the service for so long that you have to count every nickel, over. Yeah, well, you probably learned the dialect, the Swedish dialect, over. Roger, roger, man. Have a good evening. Guten Abend, gute Nacht, gutes Nächtle from Germany, DLADX. Kilo Mike Quebec I have from DLADX.
Yeah, Victor Echo 3 Kilo Mike Quebec. Good evening, the name here is Mike.
Okay, Mike, Victor Echo 3 Kilo Mike Quebec from Delta Lima 8 Delta X-ray. Name is Andy in southern Germany.
Yeah, okay, Andy, Delta Lima 8 Delta X-ray, EE2 Kilo 2 solid 5 propagation for good here at 10 meters, of course, and
I got your mobile standby.
Mid-afternoon, I guess, about 2 p.m. here, and
okay, V3K, Q from DL8DX, very good. Yeah, the conditions are up and down. Sometimes the stations call in, they are barely hearable, and then it comes up to an S8, S9, and bang, it goes away. So happens with you. Started high, and in the middle it faded down to 0. In the meanwhile, a mobile station called in, and then he boomed in. So it's funny conditions. It's completely dark. It's 8 o'clock in the evening over here, so we can expect the conditions anytime to fade. So I'll put it back to you from DLADX.
Celebrating our Thanksgiving Day holiday. The American Thanksgiving, which is in November, of course, but it's a quiet day here, sunshine, so that's good. Up and down, but I'd like to put a log there. Can you give me quantity signals?
Get the highest you're coming is 5 and 8, and the lowest is 5 and 4. So you can choose, over.
I guess I could take my pick, eh? What I'm sure is that was just like
Okay, 73s, and thank you for coming in. Who's the 3-station mobile?
Yeah, Kilo Charlie 3, India Golf Juliet, New Jersey mobile.
Kilo Charlie 3, India Golf Juliet mobile, very good.
I think you heard all my data. You're coming in loud and clear here, 5859 even from the mobile, over.
Yeah, Roger. I got a little queue on here. Traveling around the building, but go ahead.
Okay, you're booming in. What you running there, mobile, over?
Bring that back again.
What are you running mobile there? What's the equipment, mobile, over?
Yeah, I'm running the Uniden HR 2510 10-meter mobile radio. Household antenna there. Go ahead.
Okay, familiar with the 2510. I had one of those in the early beginning days. Pretty old known equipment. Very good. Okay, we're running a little more here. KW on the beam antenna, and you're booming into the south part of the Black Forest in Germany. I'm not far away from the airport of Zurich. Over.
Roger on that. Okay, I thank you for the contact here. You're in and out over here because I've got a lot of buildings around me, a lot of man-made noise. But I'd just like to say thanks for the contact, and maybe I can get you again from the home QTH. 73 to you, my friend. Thanks for the contact. Don here, Delta Oscar November. Kilo Charlie 3, India Gulf, Japan, New Jersey Mobile.
Very good. Astonishing signal. Amazing. And S9, you're really booming into southern Germany from Delta Lima 8, Delta X-ray. Bye-bye. Okay, who's the Hotel Delta Mike? Whiskey Bravo 2, Hotel Delta Mike. Good evening from DLAPX.
Good evening, Andy. DLAPX. Into North Carolina. One of my former music teachers was a Midway Airlines.
No, Midway was probably too big. We didn't know all divisions. I was there for only 3 years, and that was the final shortly before Midway went down. No? Yeah, I flew out of Springfield. I flew the commuters, and established the fleet. Shortly before they went down, they bought aircraft from Lufthansa, and I was one of the trainers which was fleet for Midway. Over. Okay, and we established the fleet on the Embraer 120s. No, that's the Ultra Beam. That's the Ultra Beam. It's comparable to the Step IR. Yeah, okay, Jim, but there's an amplifier behind as well, so there must be a pipeline between you and me because the other stations faded away. It comes in spots. The conditions come in spots, like maybe in 5 minutes you're completely fading away and another spot is coming up. It's always the same on 10 meters. But yeah, the antenna is great. The optic beam has no motors, and this antenna has, like the Step IR, motors. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate you called in. Very best of 73s from Delta Lima 8, Delta X-ray. kilowatt 3 Delta Foxtrot. Good evening. Okay, Doc, you're coming in loud and clear. That sounds like a bigger station than an HR 25 something. You're booming in, 5 and 9. Yeah, that makes a difference. If you have a 2-element or a 3-element, whatever Yagi antenna on this band, it's an advantage against the vertical. We always have compared that for many, many years. Maybe more from the West Coast or from Brazil. I don't have the splatter. Okay, yeah, now starts fading from S5 to S9. Unbelievable. Thanks for calling. Best of 73s. Good night from Germany. DL8 TF. Victor Echo 4 Alpha Tango Lima. Okay, I didn't get the QDH, over. I did not get the location, over. Okay, Winnipeg, weather station, Winnipeg. Okay, very good, Jim. You're anything that it's shifting. It's coming up in waves. I can't give you a real signal report. It's coming up in a wave. Like from S4 to S7, it's really heavy QS Baker now, over. Yeah, probably the same on my signal, Jim, but still holding up after 8 o'clock in the evening, over. Again, Jim, what was the question? Yeah, that's true. I'm speaking to a lot of stations now, East Coast. Even not long ago, I had a station from Oklahoma coming in. That was really good. And it tells us the conditions are unpredictable. Yeah, that's the nature of amateur radio. You never know what's going to happen next, over. Well, thank you very much, Jim. I'm going to close the station here next and say my very best of 73s from DL8 Delta X-Ray. KC3 Bob, easy call center, remember, over. Okay, Bob, you're 5 and 5, 5 and 8. from Pennsylvania. Where about Pennsylvania are you? Oh, okay. How far about from Lancaster is that? Oh, okay. Good old friend lives in Lancaster, and I've been there. So know pretty much about that area. Very, very good. Booming in with the same effect of a wave. It's going up and down and up and down, but still holding up there. We're running about a KW, 3-element beam antenna, and an 870 from Kenwood. So that's a wire antenna then, just the wire? Let's see what you can work with the wire. It needs a battery, a radio, and a wire. That's how we did it when we were pretty much illegal moons ago. Over. But you're doing good. You're doing good. It's working, and it's a lot of fun. And you started at the right time. If you would have started 3-4 years ago, we wouldn't be talking on 10 meters. I started in the 70s, and we were talking with a few watts to the United States. And that made me becoming a ham, because the conditions changed, and there were no more sunspots, and 10 meters and 11 meters were dead, and that made me move into the ham band. Okay, great. Bob, I'm losing you now. Conditions are shifting further on away from us. Let me pass my 73s from the Black Forest, about 10 miles away from the airport of Zurich in Switzerland. 73s, good night from here. Delta, Lima, 8, Delta, X-ray. Delta, Lima, number 8, Delta, X-ray. Good night. We're signing 73. Wow. Kilo Golf 6 Charlie Oscar Hotel. Very loud. Wow, Phil from California. I thought the band is dead, but it just goes further west. Unbelievably strong. Also 5.9 plus. Name is Andy in the Black Forest. I'm 10 miles away from the international airport of Zurich in Switzerland, running a KW and 3-element antenna. KG6 Charlie Golf Hotel from CLATS. Where in California are you? Which town? Okay, great. None of the hot spots. So in the in the peacefuler area, over. No, that is great. So your rate